Hello everyone. Today we're going to be doing Unit 3 of AP Physics 1, which is work, energy, and power. This is weighed around 18 to 23% on the AP exam. So what is work in physics? Work is the energy transferred when a force causes an object to move a certain distance. The equation is work equals force times displacement times cosine theta. So where does that work go? It changes to an object's energy. Therefore, work equals change in kinetic energy. There are two types of mechanical energy in this unit: kinetic energy, which is the energy of motion given by 1/2 mv squared, and potential energy, which is stored energy due to position, like gravitational potential energy. Gravitational potential energy is given by mass times gravitational constant times height, or mgh. Now let's do a quick practice. For example, if a 1000 kilogram car speeds up from 10 meters per second to 20 meters per second, the change in kinetic energy is as follows. If you do the calculations, you get 150,000. So the net work done on the car is 150,000 joules. The law of conservation of energy states that in a closed system, energy cannot be created or destroyed. It just changes forms. So if an object loses potential energy, it gains the same amount in kinetic energy in a closed system. The general conservation of energy equation in a closed system is kinetic energy initial plus potential energy initial equals kinetic energy final plus potential energy final. Finally, let's talk about power. Power is the rate of doing work, basically how fast energy is being transferred. The equation is power equals work over time, and it is given in watts. Or equivalently, it is also equal to force times velocity, where velocity is the direction of the force. For instance, if you do 600 joules of work in 3 seconds, the power is 600 over 3, which is 200 watts. Now let's do some practice problems. I want you to take some time to read the problem and feel free to pause before I tell you the answer and try yourself. So the answer is A. Since the force F is perpendicular to the displacement, the work done is 0. Remember, work equals force times displacement times cosine theta. Here, theta is 90 degrees, so cosine theta equals 0. So work done is therefore also 0. Now let's try a different problem. Pause the video to think about your answer, then unpause when you're ready. Okay, so once you've given this some thought, the answer is B. Since the boss, which is mass m, falls through a vertical distance of h, its gravitational potential energy decreases by mass times gravitational constant times h, or mgh. The length of the ramp is irrelevant here because there is no friction. If friction was involved, however, then the length of the plane would matter. Now let's do one last problem. Take some time to try for yourself before coming back to this video. The answer is C. The only force doing work on the block as it slides down the inclined plane is the force of gravity. So the work energy theorem can be applied with the total work equal to the work done by gravity. The work done by gravity as the block slides down the inclined plane is equal to the negative change in potential energy. If you do the equations, you get that velocity equals 8 meters per second, which is C. Now, in summary, work is force times displacement in the direction of force, or work times displacement times cosine theta. Mechanical energy is the total energy of an object or system due to its motion and position, and it is the sum of its kinetic energy and potential energy. Power is the rate at which work is done or energy is transferred. Visit vikinginitiative.com for more resources. If you have more questions, join the AP Physics 1 group chat and ask our tutors. Thank you for watching.